As we enter the second half of 2025, change is still constant. Hello and thanks for joining us. For this week's fastest 4 minutes in finance, I'm Scott Inman. The stock market has been described as an escalator. You can run up and down the steps, but it's always moving up. The analogy is a good way to describe the connection between short-term volatility and long-term gains. Short-term volatility is the result of constant economic change and investors trying to predict what will happen next. Well, here's a news flash. We can't do that. Now, it shouldn't stop us from trying, though. The LPL Research team is about to release their Midyear Outlook, which, according to their research blog, is expected to try to answer questions like, will the economy slow in the second half? Why and by how much? What is the likelihood of a recession in the next 6 months? Will the labor market weaken along with the economy in the second half? What is the outlook for consumer spending? How will tariffs affect inflation? And will the Federal Reserve respond to these cross currents with rate cuts? And if so, how many? The research team points out that the upside of the market is limited for the rest of the year, given that we are near all-time highs, stock valuations are elevated, and we continue to get data that suggests the market is slowing down. The answers to these questions will certainly set the trajectory for the stock market in 2026, and we will bring you that insight in an upcoming webinar on July 17th with Chief Investment Officer Andrew Beatty. You can register for that by going to our website, getreadyforthefuture.com, and looking under Resources for live events. Now, while we need to be informed, at the same time, we need to keep perspective. In the Gen Wealth office, there's a chart that shows the long-term history of the stock market. Overlaying that chart are the various historical events that have threatened our prosperity. Wars, terrorism, financial crisis, you name it. And while that caused a few steps back on the escalator, it kept moving up. Now, it's hard not to look at that chart this time of year and not think of the nearly 250-year human experiment that is the United States. The freedoms we have been afforded have led to the ingenuity, inventions, productivity, and wealth-building opportunities available in the stock market. I hope this Independence Day we all reflect on what a blessing it is to live in America and that the bumpy ride is worth it in the long run. Want to become smarter financially in 4 minutes or less? Sign up at fastest4.com to get insights and updates like this delivered to your inbox weekly.